few days ago, I was working outside, making some adjustments to the sprinklers in our yard, and I was turning them on and off. And I was as I was wrapping up, Amy and Hannah, they came walking out of the house, and Amy set Hannah down, and Hannah charged with glee into the nearest sprinkler that she could find, straight into the stream of water. And it was one of those sprinklers that moved, and she'd laugh as it would move away from her and then seemingly chase her across the yard. It was awesome. It was awesome to watch. You know, there's this sense of wonder that I see in her face as she experiences so much of what I perceive as mundane, everyday kind of stuff. That day, I'm afraid to say that up to that point, I had not been allowing the sprinklers to chase me gleefully around the yard. I was simply moving from sprinkler head to sprinkler head, determining if the sprinklers were doing the job that I needed them to do. I was focused, or you might even say consumed to a certain degree, with making these sprinklers useful to me. And it makes me think or ask the question, what simple joys am I missing? Wouldn't it be good to be able to go back to recapture some of that wonder, to be able to experience life in that way? How might we recapture the kind of joy in life that a child has in running through sprinklers? Sort of wonder regarding the world around us that seeks not to find simply the usefulness in things, but rather is able to lose itself into the goodness of the moment. In our passage for today in Acts, we find people in the temple in chapter 3 that are astonished by what Peter and John have just done. Peter has just healed a lame person, commanding him to walk in the name of Jesus Christ. And the man does. He gets up. And we read that the people ran to Peter and John in astonishment. And Peter replies to their astonishment by asking the people why they're so amazed by what God can do. And Peter continues, and from Peter's response, my sense is not that the people were celebrating the wonder of the man's healing, but rather that they were demanding an explanation. How could this be possible? Because if they could just understand it, perhaps they could make it useful to themselves. It's not their wonder at the mightiness and goodness of God that Peter admonishes. It's their disbelief in God's ability to heal the world. Underneath their wonder is doubt and not joy. So do you believe that God is at work in the world? Do you believe that God can heal the world? Do you feel like you have to be able to explain how before you can say yes to those questions? Are you so concerned with finding a logical explanation for how healing might come about that you've lost your ability to lose yourself to joyous wonder in the presence of the Almighty? Because here's the one thing, if God is God, shouldn't there simply be some things that we don't understand, that we can't understand? Can we unburden ourselves from the responsibility of feeling like we've got to figure it all out and lose ourselves to the goodness of God? Be safe, be well. I look forward to seeing you in worship on Sunday.